Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. Today we are looking into who or what you are attracting into your life that you don't see coming before the end of 2022. I don't typically do time-capped readings, but this time I felt very called to do this, but I would still take this with I take this as plus or minus 1 month. So before the end of 2022, plus or minus 1 month. That sounds about right. So we'll go with that. And we have 3 piles to choose from today, piles 1, 2, and 3. But before I leave you to focus on which deck calls to you the most, I will let you know that I'm doing a giveaway. Again, I'm giving away a 1 question personal reading, pre-recorded, and all you have to do if you would like to enter is to be subscribed to this channel and to comment on this video or any of the other videos I post before the end of the giveaway. So this was really fun last time, and I decided I would do it again. I haven't decided yet, as I am filming this, when the giveaway will end, but I will figure that out before I post this video. So again, you can find all the details in the description box below. And with that reminder, I will leave you to focus on which deck calls to you the most, and I will see you soon. Hello, my beautiful pile ones, and welcome to your reading. Today we're looking into who and what is coming your way before the end of 2022. And for your reading, we are starting off with Venus love. Taurus or Libra energies could be significant. We have Gemini. We have Libra. We have number 21, Mirrored Souls. We have number 2, Balance. We have Coming Out of the Shell. We have the 2 of Wands. We have the Emperor. Aries energy could be significant. We have number 58, Calm, and number 16, Law of Polarity. I just realized this is the Emperor. Yes, this is the Emperor, and this card it represents the Empress in the tarot. So we have the Emperor and we have the Empress. And this reading, this is about, regardless of where you might be in your love life, first of all, this is about love. There is so much good energy coming here. I don't know where to pick it up and where to start from. But this is about love, and this is about security and balance and comfort and safety coming into your love life. You're going to be surrounded by all of these comfortable, secure feelings. And the reason is that I think you've been putting a lot of work into yourself to be in a place where you are receptive to these energies. Regardless of where you might be on your love journey right now, you might be in a separation from someone that you're still interested in. You may be completely single with no one that you're into right now. You may already be in a relationship with someone. But the main theme here seems to be that this connection or this point in your life has been a little bit rocky with some ups and downs, or maybe some challenges that appeared recently or semi-recently in this connection, in the way of this connection. This is a time where you are finding a way through these obstacles, whether these are literal physical obstacles or they are obstacles that are just perceived by someone tied to self-limiting beliefs or fears or anxieties. And even if the physical circumstances don't change, for example, let's say you are interested in someone, they're into you as well, or you're already in a relationship with someone, but you live in different places, or one of you wants to focus on their career, and this is kind of slowing down this connection. even if these physical obstacles remain in place to some extent, there is improvement. So it feels like there is compromise, but not to the extent of someone sacrificing everything that they have already been working for and the other person just like not doing anything. But it feels very mutual in the sense that this is real compromise. It's not just sacrifice on someone's part. And I am really highlighting this because I feel like for some of you, maybe you might be the one who tends to sacrifice to keep connections stable, but then it ends up being rocky anyway because it's not balanced, it's not equal in terms of what you're giving to connections. But this is different. If this is someone new, this is someone unlike past partners. If this is someone you're already with, you may already recognize differences in this person that you have not experienced in other people before, other partners before. Or if this is someone you're in separation with because of physical distances or any other obstacles or self-limiting beliefs, that is also coming through very strongly. So I feel like we have a variety of situations here. And of course we will, because it is a general reading, but it really feels like coming out stronger by facing these challenges and adapting to each other's individual journey instead of kind of making a lot of sacrifices and going on a path that you don't necessarily want to be on. So it really feels like an energy of adapting to each other with this Gemini. Gemini always makes me think of adapting into situations. And with this Libra energy supporting it, it really feels like this is happening in a very, very balanced way, where both people are giving equally, where both people are working towards the same thing. And in this case, this thing seems to be a lot of self-growth, but also a lot of growth in the connection towards each other as well. It's like you may be growing in different directions, but you have branches that reach out, or you're connected at the roots. This is an even nicer image of this. Imagine two trees that are like planted next to each other, and they're growing wildly, and they're growing in opposite directions. But these two trees, they are connected at the roots. And this is such a stable, secure, strong connection that no matter which direction their branches grow, however, wherever, they may grow, they're still connected. And that's what it feels like. And the connection itself may change forms, or you may find yourself again in the future in difficult circumstances. But this is a connection that is worth it, because this is a connection where you can grow through the challenges instead of getting in each other's way and hindering each other's growth. These are two people who match energies in terms of how much they care about each other and how much they value each other's personal growth and each other's personal journeys as well. This is not a connection where there is a lot of selfishness. It's all matched. Like, we have the Two of Wands, again, two wands. We have the Emperor and we have the Empress. We have Libra, the scales. We have Gemini, the twins. We have mirrored souls. We have balance, quite literally balance. So it's all very mutual, which is such a beautiful energy. I feel like I'm not able to put it into words how grounded and secure this feels. And right now, if you are already in contact with this person, or if you already have awareness of who this person is, it may be feeling a bit rocky. But it's not Just because it's rocky, it doesn't mean it's not right or that it's not going to work out. Just because it may not be perfect right now, well, it doesn't ever have to be perfect, really. Let me take that back completely. I don't think relationships ever have to be perfect. But there should always be a sense of safety, a strong sense of safety. And this just feels so grounded, secure, safe, balanced. This is someone who wants to understand you and hear you and see you. This is someone who wants to have you in their future. This is someone with this Emperor and the Two of Wands energy. Someone who is willing to make plans. Someone who wants to make plans and prioritize you as part of their plans as well. This is someone who is not going to give up easily just because there was something that went wrong, or there was a disagreement, or there were some obstacles. This isn't someone who is going to give up easily. And it feels like whoever this person is, you connect with them on every level. Mind, body, soul, and all. I don't know, it's hard to put this into words. So I hope this makes sense, and maybe there already is someone you feel this connection with, or maybe they are about to come through. But this also feels like a time, even though there is this connection coming in and getting stronger and kind of leveling up and improving, there is also a lot of opportunity to feel like you have time and space to give to yourself. So it doesn't feel like this connection will suddenly like be the central point of your life. It feels like there's a lot of respect in terms of each other's space and separate goals. And it really feels like the way things come together here, you are going to have peace of mind. And you're going to have space to be able to work on certain fears or anxieties that may typically come, especially in the beginning of a connection. And this could be due to past experiences you've had, if this is something that resonates with you. But either way, it is entirely normal when going into something. It's entirely normal to feel certain fears, anxieties, uncertainties. It's normal to have doubts, but that doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong, unless it is your intuition telling you to get yourself out of this situation. But if you resonate with this energy in this pile, I feel like you are headed towards a very, very safe, mutually understanding, respectful connection. These are people who are crazy about each other, who connect on such a deep level, but also people who don't neglect their own self and who learn through each other to not neglect their own selves. This feels like not the easiest connection, maybe because of circumstances or because of where you may be in your journeys, but it feels entirely worth it. Like you just get each other. And you don't need to have even had similar experiences in the past. It just feels like these are two people with a lot of empathy and a lot of willingness to put the effort in to make this connection work, and a lot of willingness to understand each other. This is someone that you can create a safe space with. You can be vulnerable with. And someone who is willing to be vulnerable with you, though it may not come as easily. But they're willing to open up. They want to open up more. This is that kind of energy where both people want to put everything on the table, show all of their cards, and see everything that there is to see and know about each other. But let's get into the tarot. I got so into this that I almost forgot we have more things to do. Let me just put these away properly. And let's see. We have the Ace of Cups when I cut the deck. We have Sophia, which is the Strength card in this deck. So Leo energy could be significant. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Fool. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups. One thing that is coming through, and this is coming through more of as like advice, if what I'm about to say resonates with you, if you feel like, if you are manifesting someone specific, if that is your goal, or if you're manifesting a specific kind of relationship, and you feel fears or anxieties or doubts about yourself or about a specific person, if you have days where you feel upset, it's okay. It doesn't mean just because you felt sad for some time, for a little while, for one day, for however long it may be, it doesn't mean suddenly that you're going to be punished for these feelings and what you want is not going to come. Your emotions are just a normal part of your human experience, and you are allowed to feel whatever comes through. What actually doesn't help is not allowing yourself to feel what it is that is coming through and pushing it away or repressing all of that, and in the end damaging yourself with all of this pressure that you put on yourself to compress these feelings into smaller things or trying to make them not exist. But the only way to get through feelings is to feel them. And it is okay. If you feel anxious, it's okay. It doesn't mean that suddenly everything is reversed. You go back to square one and you have to start again to manifest what you want. That is just not how it works. Because what person feels 100% great and confident and amazing all the time? I mean, I've never heard of or met anyone like this, but if they exist, I would be curious to meet them. But from what I have experienced, from what I've seen, from what I know, I think it's very normal to just feel emotions, and it's okay. And if you do have negative emotions come up, please don't be hard on yourself. It's okay. You're just being human, and that is what you are. So it's okay. I feel like this is something that sometimes gets ignored. That, you know, you can't be 100% zen, forgiving, peaceful all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. At least that's just my opinion. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. It also feels like there may be certain wounds that come up to be healed, and don't take this as a negative sign for the connection itself, because this entirely feels like past wounds coming up to be healed, to be seen again, rather than this connection inflicting those wounds in the first place. Of course, there will be exceptions to this energy, and you know your situation best, but if this person has given you no reason to doubt them, but it's more so past people that have made you doubt people and their intentions in general, I think it's important to put it into the perspective that once you come out of the dark into the light, you may be able to see your wounds more clearly. You may become more aware of them, but that also gives you a big opportunity to be able to see what kind of mending these wounds may need. Does it need stitches? Does it need bandages? Does it need some lotion? It's not easy coming from very challenging or toxic dynamics into a healthy one, into a very mutual one. So if you are experiencing something similar to this, just allow yourself to work with the emotions instead of, well, I already talked about this, so I'm not going to repeat myself, but let's complete this spread. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like dreams or desires that may have seemed previously unattainable to you are now becoming very tangible, very real, in an undeniable way. Even if you tend to ruminate about what you want a lot, even if you tend to feel like they're never gonna show up for you, this feels like evidence coming through that even you're not going to be able to say, even you're not going to be able to kind of argue against. But essentially, I think the main message here with the Seven of Swords, and why I brought up the feeling your emotions and, you know, allowing yourself to feel them, it's not going to take away your manifestations. The reason I brought this up is maybe some of you feel like if you're not in a place for this by the time that you have the opportunity to ground a connection, that it's going to be the end of it, that it's going to be gone forever. That is not the case at all. Even when you order packages online, if they don't find you at home, they leave it with a neighbor, they leave it somewhere close. They don't like just throw the package away. At least most delivery things don't, but I don't know if some do. But the ones I have used so far, no one's thrown my package away. You always get it. Maybe not as soon as you want it. Maybe not on the exact day you thought you would get it. But a few days after that, or maybe your neighbor took it, but they're on vacation now, so you're gonna wait for a month. But essentially, nothing that is meant for you is going to miss you. You're not going to miss them. We have the moon in reverse. This feels like an opportunity to really open up and get to know yourself as well. And to become aware of your triggers, to become aware of where you might still be hurting. And this is a big opportunity to heal, to work on letting go of beliefs that don't serve you. This is a safe space for you to get to know yourself better, get to know yourself in a connection, and get to know this person too. This is an entirely new chapter, and I think it's also going to bring you a lot of new perspectives and a lot of curiosity about your own self as well. It's a lot of motivation energy coming through. It feels like you're going to get to know yourself in a way you haven't yet. And I think that is a beautiful energy to be coming through. Let's get some more advice to finish off your reading. I cut the deck, and we have adversity. Accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And I feel like this connection, while it may have challenges and it may not be perfectly smooth at all times, there are big opportunities to learn and grow here. And this person is not out to get you. I think they just will want to work with you and understand you better and help you understand them better as well. This is someone who is on your team, no questions asked. And if this is someone from the past that you kind of recognize in energy, but it doesn't feel quite like them, it's possible that they may come in as a new version of their own self. We have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. If you want this connection, it is yours. That's basically what that card is telling me. We have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. A lot of healing. We have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And one more. This is, I feel like, the main energy of this connection. A lot of empathy, a lot of reciprocity. Seeing each other, hearing each other, working together. Butterflies could be a significant sign as well. And I'm wearing a butterfly ring. And there's a butterfly here. But I was seeing a butterfly in my mind's eye, which is actually why I said it. But I'm also wearing a shirt with just butterflies. Maybe that's why. And we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I think this is going to bring you a lot of added happiness. Oh, and before I end the reading, I will just tell you what signs we have. We have Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Leo, and that is it. And on this note, this is all I have for you. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I am doing a giveaway right now, so if you would like to enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment down below on this video or any other video I post before the end of the giveaway. But you can also find all of this information in the description box below. And yes, I'm sending you lots of love. Take care and bye. Hello, my beautiful pile twos, and welcome to your reading. Today we're looking into who or what or who and what you are attracting into your life before the end of 2022. And we're starting with these cards, so let's see. We are starting off your reading with number 24, Pisces, I believe. We have Scorpio. We have the 6th house. Virgo energy could be significant. We have number 7, Celestial Teacher. We have number 22, Mother Earth. Mushrooms could be significant. I don't know. That just randomly came through. We have a higher consciousness. We have the 8 of Swords. We have Temperance. Sagittarius energy could be significant. We have number 37, Cosmic Mother. And we have number 7, again, Law of Intention. This is an energy of diving in deep into yourself. There is a lot going on here, and this may manifest differently, or different parts of this energy may resonate differently for every single one of you. But this is an energy of opening your eyes and seeing the truth in certain things. For some of you, what's coming through has to do with trauma and deep healing. It has to do with maybe generational trauma. And it feels like an energy of opening your eyes to what it is, and then being able to shift the perspective in a way where you can use past pain and turn it into lessons, and take those lessons with you as you align more with your higher purpose, or something you may view as your life's purpose. And you don't need to know what this purpose is right now. But if there is something around this time that you're inclined to try, maybe some kind of new breathing technique, maybe astral projection, maybe trying to read tarot, maybe traveling to somewhere physically, like traveling to a whole different country, traveling to a whole new place, or learning a new language. It feels like a time of trying something new. And then this thing, shifting your perspective in such a way that it leads to incredible growth in you, but also it leads to you getting to know yourself much better than you did before you gave this thing a go. This feels like connecting with yourself on a much deeper level, and seeing parts of yourself that maybe weren't so obvious to you before. And this could have to do with certain wounds from the past that you never really realized were there before, or that you didn't really pay too much attention to before. And these coming to light through certain practices or through certain experiences that come into your life, so that you can work on them, so that you know what you need to do, so that you know what you need to heal. And this awareness seems to also come with enough tools or guidance to allow you to work with these energies as well. It doesn't feel like it just kind of, it doesn't feel like you're just shown what hurts and then you're left with it. This is a very resourceful energy. And again, there is incredible growth and improvement in this energy as well. It is purposeful. It's not just to confuse you. It's not just riddles or signs with no explanation. This is deeper understanding. This is moving from where you may have been stuck before. For some of you, you could be moving out of a home that you currently live in right now as well. Like your living situation might change a lot. For some of you, you could be, if you have had a rough relationship with a maternal figure in your life, or if you have a rough relationship with them right now, I feel like there's a lot of understanding and peace that comes through in that avenue as well. But also, what is coming through maybe the strongest is that this period in your life is life-changing. What you do in this time period matters, and you do have choice over what you decide to do. You may choose to ignore any signs that come through, or ignore any inclination you feel towards pursuing something. You can also choose to do that. You can choose to do nothing. But if you choose to go for this, because you are absolutely strong enough to take on this big challenge, this big transformation, even if it may not feel very comfortable, even if it may seem scary or too new or too confusing at times, you absolutely got this. And if you do decide to go for this, I feel like it is going to be absolutely life-changing in every aspect of your life, because it is going to change your mindset. It's going to change your perception of things. And once your inner world is transformed in such a profound way, your external world will follow. For some of you, you might meet a mentor figure around this time in your life as well. Or you may find an opportunity to connect with your own self, your higher self, in a much stronger way. This is a time of recognizing your own power as well, and what you are able to create, that you're able to create more for yourself. But if you have given your power away, or parts of it away, or you can't access this power for any reason, I forgot where I was going with this. It feels like a time of really deep, profound change, essentially, where you move with intention, where you know where you're going, or you get a much better understanding of where you need to be, what you want to do. And I can't tell you what that is, because that'll be different for every single one of you. And I don't want to tell you like, oh, do this and you'll understand or anything, because I think the path is different for every single one of you. Your journey is unique to you, so it's not really going to look like anyone else's. But let's get into the tarot. It really feels like it's time for this like big level up for you, where you explore what is unseen, what maybe you haven't ever really explored that much before. But it also seems like it grounds you more in your present moment, in your current reality. So let's see what else wants to come through. We have the Star. We have the Four of Cups. Aquarius energy could be significant with the Star coming out. feeling a bit stagnant and stuck where you are right now. And maybe nothing seems too interesting or interesting enough, but it just feels like this, you just need this moment of inspiration that is coming to you. So if you ever have a little inkling, if you feel a little pull towards something, don't disregard it. I think you should pay attention to it because it feels like it's trying to tell you something. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse because it almost feels like right now your light, your power, it's repressed or it's given away. And this is a time for you to claim it. No matter what anyone else might say or think about your journey, no matter what anyone else might think you should be doing, it doesn't matter. Because it feels like you have a higher calling, something that is calling to you. And this could be a place, a skill, anything. But listen. And it might be healthier maybe to also keep to yourself about kind of what you're going through right now or what you want to do right now. Just because it feels like maybe outside opinions are not entirely going to be helpful because they're not going to understand where you're at on your journey right now. So whatever they say to you, like people around you, maybe co-workers or whoever you may kind of discuss these things with, it feels like no one is really going to be able to give you valuable input because they haven't been where you are. And this could be about a specific person for some of you who is a little bit envious. But if you can't think of anyone like this, don't be alarmed because obviously that won't be the case for everyone. But for some of you, there might be someone around you that is maybe not intentionally trying to do anything bad, but the energy they give off may not be entirely helpful. And I think you already would recognize this if that is the case. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. Certain wounds may be triggered to be healed again. And it feels almost like, you know how if you have like an oil stain on a shirt and you can put detergent on it to kind of undo the stain, well, not undo it, but to make it detach from the shirt, and then when you wash it, it's gone. It feels like you might be at a time where you are putting detergent on the oil stains, so the wounds, so that they are detached from you, from your energy, and then they're washed away eventually as you keep going on this path. But there is a little bit of a waiting period. Whenever you want to take that oil stain off, you need to put the detergent on it and wait for a little bit. You don't just wash it immediately. So if things feel rough right now, or in the coming weeks, don't let that bog you down, because the rest will not feel like the beginning. At first, it may feel slow and heavy and difficult, but that's not how it's going to feel forever. We have the Empress in reverse, and things might feel very ungrounded and unstable for a little bit as well, which is why I was kind of bringing up the oil and wounds metaphor, because things may feel very uncertain before they kind of just fall into place. Like you throw the balls up in the air and then you don't know for a little bit where they're gonna fall, only to realize that they're going to fall exactly where they need to. And the reason I'm giving all these examples is because if there is any uncertainty that comes up, don't let that kind of make you feel like you've made no progress or you're not going anywhere, or it shouldn't feel this way. Because it's all part of this process of release, of growth, of transformation. Taurus or Libra energies could be significant with the Empress coming out as well. It just feels like a time of a lot of realizations about yourself and your own path. Some of you might get recognition in your career, or you may feel inspired to kind of change the career path that you are on currently. And you may feel uncertain about whether you should go for it or not. If you do want to change your career or change the path that you are currently on. But it feels like a time of taking risks and dealing with the uncertainty for a while, because what's to come after that is so absolutely worth it. Can we clarify the start, please, universe? We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Dream big and dream of the kind of unimaginable as well. If you have any unconventional dreams, or if you have something that is not very typical, I guess. If you want to stray from the path you are on currently, if you want to explore a little bit more, now is the time. If you want to try something you haven't tried before, now is the time. Because a lot of opportunity is coming to you, a lot of opportunity for growth. So to prepare for this, I would say dream big. And don't be afraid to dream big. And you don't have to tell anyone else about it. You really don't. I don't know, it just feels like for some of you, you might be surrounded by people who don't really understand where you're coming from, who don't maybe see what you're trying to express. And bottom deck energy is judgment, so I feel like that is going to change as well. Again, as you kind of experience this inner transformation in your inner world, where you connect with parts of yourself that have been disconnected from how you interact with your external world currently, or that sentence was not how I wanted to, it did not come out how I wanted to say it at all. But what I mean essentially is that there may be parts of yourself that you have repressed to please someone else or please a general public. And after this period, you're not going to have to, because you will see that you shouldn't have to do that. And if the people around you make you feel like you should hide parts of yourself, then maybe they shouldn't be around you. This is a time of you setting yourself free from boundaries that don't need to be there anymore, so that you can fulfill yourself and feel satisfied with where you're at and where you're going. And to also accept where you've been. I want to get you some advice now. So let's see what comes through. We have fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. This also came out for pile 1. So if you felt drawn to pile 1 as well, for some of you, there might be a message for you there. But if you didn't feel drawn to it, ignore me. I don't want to influence you. You don't have to watch it. We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone and in everything. We have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yes. Ooh. And we have purpose. I know what I am here to do. Yes. That is a beautiful confirmation to end this reading on. And on that note, this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile 2s. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or one of the other piles. And I'm currently doing a giveaway. You can find all of the information for that in the description box below, as well as information on personal readings. And yes, take care. Sending you lots of love, and bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 3s, and welcome to your reading. Today we're looking into who or what you're manifesting before the end of 2022, and we're starting with these cards first. So let's see what we have for you. We have number 22, Capricorn, I use. We have the first house. Aries energy could be significant. We have Saturn. Number 8, choices. Number 24, new chapter. We have inner temple. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Empress. The Empress came out in every pile so far in one way or another, which is beautiful because this is an energy of abundance, of growth, of creation, of being grounded, of being very attractive to everything that you want, of being receptive. We have number 39, intuition. We have number 10, law of resistance. The path you are on currently, or the place you're at currently, and I don't necessarily mean this in the physical sense, so not necessarily where you're like settled down or anything, but just where you are on your path right now. It may feel a bit slowed down. It may feel a bit like there are too many obstacles, or like you're not able to make progress towards what you want currently with the resources that you have right now. And one thing that is coming through very strongly with this new chapter energy is an opportunity to shift your path, to lead to someplace else, or to kind of almost find yourself in a completely new situation. And with this Capricorn energy coming through, this could be about career. For some of you, if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for a career change, or if you're looking to improve in your career, this is your pile, and that is also what is coming to you. I feel like what you don't see coming is more responsibility. And this feels like responsibility that you are able to handle with this Empress energy, and it feels like responsibility that you are calling in. So again, this could be a new job, so more responsibility than before. It could be a promotion. where you have bigger responsibilities or a bigger role in wherever you work at. This could also be you starting your own business, where you take on that role, where you take on the role of kind of just managing everything. For some of you, this more responsibility energy could also relate to the home and family. So for some of you, there could be a baby on the way. If this is not something that you want or are trying for, just ignore it. Please don't be alarmed. Though there is very abundant, very fertile energy here, so to say. So it could be fertile in any way. Hopefully it's in ways that you want. But it feels like you are going to reap the rewards of all of the energy, all of the effort that you've been putting into either something related to career or something related to your standing, like something related to your role in life in general. For some of you, though, I'm not getting this like the strongest. This could relate to a relationship, a romantic relationship that you are wanting to take to the next level or something along those lines. But that is not the strongest energy that I'm getting from this. It feels more like personal development. It feels a lot more individual, a lot more... It doesn't feel like partnership energy so much, currently at least, but we will get into it more. If you've been waiting for news or... let me rephrase this. Just keep your eyes open and listen for any opportunities, any news, any hints that may come about something that you want, especially in terms of career, finances, maybe something legal for some of you as well. Though, again, I'm not getting that the strongest, but it feels practical more than emotional. It feels like a practical change rather than something to do with the emotional body directly. But whatever this change is, whatever this new chapter is bringing for you specifically, with it is coming a lot of peace, a lot of comfort, a feeling of this is where I need to be. This is the path that I should be on. And I'm glad that this came in, or I'm glad that I changed direction, or that I'm glad I figured out where I needed to be. And these additional responsibilities are absolutely things that you can handle. It feels like you are prepared for this. You are prepared to receive all of this abundance and the additional responsibilities that come with it. Financial growth is also coming through strongly, which also kind of adds to the career aspect of this. Or you could be monetizing on a hobby as well, like figuring out a way to monetize on a hobby. Let's get into this more. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful energy to start off this with. We have the Four of Pentacles. Savings are coming through as well. Maybe some of you have been wanting to save up for something that you want to buy or to move to someplace or to travel to someplace. And there is going to be opportunity to save up more. So there could also be like unexpected money coming in from something. For some of you, this could be from a legal matter. For others of you, this could just be from a promotion. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. We have the Star. I heard it's not just on paper anymore. I'm not sure what that might relate to, but maybe for some of you, you've scripted about this. That is one thing that is coming to mind. Like you've scripted about this, or you've journaled about this thing that you want, this big improvement, this big change, this new chapter, and it's not going to be just on paper anymore. It is going to be every day in your reality. We have the Page of Cups. The Spirit of Cups. These decks with all these different names. The Knight of Cups. That's what we have. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. Which I will actually clarify in a bit. We have, because this doesn't feel quite romantic to me. But for some of you, this could be a separation or a divorce that is kind of resulting in the way that you want, where you are getting what you want out of it, whether this is lessons or something to do with finances or custody. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like you're going to also get the opportunity to work more efficiently. So the workload could be more, or the responsibility could be more, but it feels like you're going to feel a lot more enjoyment putting work into this new chapter compared to the old one. Maybe because it feels more aligned with what you want to do with your life. Maybe because it's just something that you enjoy a whole lot more, like a passion of yours that you are able to turn into a business. But with this Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, this is essentially you are getting an opportunity that you have wanted. Can we clarify the Knight of Cups, please? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. This new chapter also seems to bring ample opportunity to give yourself more love and compassion and to be easier on yourself. Maybe getting this thing that you want, that you have been hoping for, dreaming for, will make you realize that there's nothing wrong with dreaming big and wanting big things for yourself. You don't need to settle. And it also, there's just an energy of alignment. And maybe that also helps see yourself in a different light, where you are thriving, where you're abundant. And you should love yourself in all of your shapes and forms, regardless of where you're at, regardless of what you're doing. But this new perspective on yourself, it's like, it's a new version of yourself that is born through this. And maybe that's why at first I felt like there could be like a birth. Maybe it's just you being reborn rather than, you know, a literal birth. if you are into painting or writing or kind of anything artsy, also cooking, because cooking is an art as well. It just feels, with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, whatever opportunity this is, it feels like it aligns with your heart, with your essence, with what you truly want for yourself. So it's not like a random opportunity from some company that you don't care about and that, you know, you don't like at all and you don't care about what they're doing, but it's a good opportunity, so you'll take it because it doesn't feel like that. It feels like this is what I wanted and this is what I got. It's like that sound on TikTok. But you get what you wanted instead of something random or just something that's not what you wanted. This also feels like a goodbye to an older version of yourself. And it feels like this new chapter comes with a lot of improvements to your relationship with your own self as well, which I think is absolutely beautiful. You deserve to feel radiant and confident and powerful. And it feels like that's exactly what you're going to feel in this new chapter of your life that is coming in. And this was a whole lot more straightforward than the other two piles as well, I have to say. But let's get you some advice. If I can... Oh, there. I put them there. Let's get you some advice to... We have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. You could be making peace with an older version of yourself or older versions of yourself, because often we do the best with what we know at the time. Even if in hindsight we decide it wasn't the right thing to do, we also have to keep it in the perspective that, you know, our past selves often don't know as much as our present selves do. Ooh. I accidentally beat up the table. We have honesty. I can't always expect a truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Be honest with yourself about what you want, especially about whether you're settling for something that is not for you just because it feels easy in that moment. I don't know, something that's coming through. We have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. For some of you, you could be getting an opportunity through friends or an acquaintance. And I dropped another card. We have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And one more. We have regret. I know that I cannot change the past, which again brings me to the message of making peace with past version of ourselves and accepting them as they were. And then from that, seeing where we would like to grow more or focus on more. Bottom deck energy is guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And I'm also going to take this, but I promise that is the last one, and then we will end the reading. But we have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to, because you absolutely can, and that's why I wanted to put this out as well before we end this reading. And on this note, this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile threes. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or one of the other piles. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I am doing a little giveaway, so if you would like to enter, you can find all of the information for that in the description box below. I'm also still doing personal readings. All the information for that is also in the description box. I am sending you lots of love. Take care and bye.